Thank you for joining me on my masterclass. Now, today I'm going to be teaching you how to get thousands of dollars or even tens of thousands of dollars or more as business startup capital. Now, capital is the lifeblood of business, but a lot of people all over the world, especially the third world, and then also in some parts of Asia and South America, it's very, very difficult for people to get capital. And so they are just in a continuum of poverty. They're in a continuum of poverty. But then the world has been revolutionized by microfinancing. And, if you study Mohammed Yunus's Grameen Bank, you see how he was able to use microfinancing to end generational poverty, systemic poverty in his home country, Bangladesh. And a lot of people are doing this. But then there's a challenge right now. In the world, in the year 2023, we're facing a crisis of recession, a global recession all over the world. And it's not just in third world countries. It's starting in the United States, moving over to Europe, affecting Russia and China. And then there are a number of things. There are a number of reasons. You have the Russia-Ukraine war. You had the supply chain crisis that was affecting the United States even before all of this. There are a number of things that you could blame. You could blame the pandemic that led to the lockdown. That's the global COVID-19 pandemic and then the lockdown. But then the reality is that we are facing a recession. And if you look at one way that you can actually gauge what's happening is with the S&P 500, because I invest with the S&P 500, I study the S&P 500. And so we've got a 97-year history of the S&P 500. And in those 97 years, we've only had 21 bear markets. We've only had 21 bear markets in the 97 years. And we're right now in a bear market. So we're seeing that a lot of things are happening. Bank of America and Deutsche Bank are projecting that this year America is going to be shedding jobs at the rate of over 100,000 jobs every month. And we're seeing that the Federal Reserve Bank has increased interest rates from about which was still high, 3.75, to that right now is about 4.25, 4.50. And that's rather high. What it means is that if you're going to be getting capital from a bank, it's going to be anything from 4.5, 4.5. And then, Jerome Powers, who is the chairman of the Federal Reserve Bank, says that he would like to see it go up further by another zero point 0.5 basis point, which will make it 5%. So if you're going to a bank in the United States, you're going to be looking at interest rates at probably maybe 5.5 or 6%. Now, in the United Kingdom, it's basically the same thing. Interest rates are about 4%. And in continental Europe, wow, they're just following suit. Then obviously in Africa, in places in Asia, Bangladesh, Nepal, Cambodia, Thailand, India, we're seeing these same things there. And so a lot of people are finding that the traditional ways of getting capital that's going to a bank is becoming more and more restricted. A lot of people are not able to get money for their businesses from bank, and so there's people just giving up hope. But you don't have to. You don't have to. You can try alternative means of getting capital, alternative means of getting capital. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about peer-to-peer lending. Peer-to-peer lending. Now, whereas you can get rates that are from 6% in the United States up, from peer-to-peer lending, you can actually get rates for between 1% to 6%. So it's much better. You have much better interest rates from peer-to-peer lending. What's peer-to-peer lending? I've done a video about peer-to-peer lending before, and if you care to watch it, you could watch that video. Peer-to-peer lending is just a platform whereby ordinary individuals like you and I, they pool their money together instead of putting it in banks. They put their money together, and then they lend out to people from all over their country and all over the world to start up businesses. And so you have to have a plan, feasibility studies, market surveys, SPA, sale purchase agreement. You got to understand the market. You got to understand the licenses that you need, the permits that you need. And you put all of that together, a business plan. You upload it to the peer-to-peer lending platform. And then it's advertised. And then somebody likes your plan. And then you get a loan. And then the loan rate, the interest rate is usually much lower than you're going to get in banks. And then they don't make you jump through a lot of all the circles and a lot of all the hoops that banks make you jump through. So it's something that you want to consider. Now, you got the major peer-to-peer lending platforms. So you've got Funding Circle, you got Lending Club, you got Solo, and then you got Prosper. So you got Funding Circle, you got Lending Club, you got Solo, and you got Prosper. Now, the issue with some of them is that they tend to want to lend money to only people within a domain, within a country, within a loci, within a jurisdiction. Why? Because of FX issues, exchange rate issues. It's very difficult if you lend money to somebody in Bangladesh in their local currency, and then there's devaluation, and then all kinds of things happen. So not all of them are going to lend to people internationally, globally. Only 2 of them, to the best of my knowledge, to the best of my awareness, lend internationally. So we're going to focus on those 2. So that's Lending Club and then Prosper. Lending Club and then Prosper. So you're going to see their website, and then they also have apps, Lending Club and Prosper. So these are the guys that will lend to you if you're in Africa, if you're in Ghana, Tanzania. I do apologize, it's the winter, so it's kind of cold. Even though I'm indoors, my wife and I, we try to do this video outside, and it's really, really cold. But Lending Club and Prosper are the guys that you want to meet if you're in Africa and in Asia. But if you're in the continental United States, Canada, England, you can go through the whole gamut. You can go through Solo. You can go through Solo, Lending Club, Prosper, and then Funding Circle. So a lot of people will ask, but I don't know how to put up a business plan together. Now, that's understandable, but we now have help. There's help. The AI, the artificial intelligence, which I told you guys about, ChatGPT. It can help you come up with a business plan. It can help you come up with feasibility studies. It can help you come up with market analysis. It can help you come up with SPAs, sales purchase agreements. It can help you come up with even the permits and the licenses that you're going to need. It can help you come up with where you're even going to start your business. What you just need to do is to download it, and it's available on the App Store, on Google, for iPhone, and then also you just download it, and then you ask it the questions. You give it your business idea and tell it, okay, how do I set up a laundromat? How do I set up a hair salon? How do I set up a microfinance bank? And then it's going to tell you, it is scarily precise. It's going to tell you what that you need to set it up. And so it can also help you put together a business plan. It's not cheating, because it's not an academic project, so it's not cheating. It can help you put up a business plan, and then you submit this to the lending platforms, the peer-to-peer lending platforms. And even if you don't want to go through a peer-to-peer lending platform, maybe you want to go through a bank, a traditional bank, it can help you put together a business plan. You take to them and you get your funding, and that's how you get your funding. It's been made easy. Nowadays, technology, artificial intelligence like the ChatGPT and also just regular Google, have made the world an easier place to do business. So you want to take advantage of it. Now, my name is Ronald Mokri. I know this is probably a mouthful. You've watched it. Maybe you have questions arising from it. Don't worry. Put them in the comment section of this video. My staff are going to bring them to me, and I'll do my best to respond to each and every category. But you got to remember, I do not have a WhatsApp forum, a Gmail email address, a Telegram channel. Scammers have seen that my videos tend to go viral, and they've created a number of fake YouTube profiles. You're going to approach people in the comment sections of my videos, telling them helpline, guideline, one-on-one mentoring. Contact me for more profitable information. Text Elliot, text Sam, text Miriam. All these guys are scammers. I don't do any of that. Everything I do is for free. Don't go and approach them and then you pay money to them, they dupe you, and you start chasing me all over social media saying, Pastor Reno, you duped me. No. I'm the apostle of prosperity. My job is to help you prosper, not to take you to poverty. Now, this Reno Mokri, the apostle of prosperity, saying, God bless you.
But Reno travels all around the world. I hope you get inspired about what you see. Apostle of greatness, Reno is a master. Only one man against the whole world in large. Fighting with the monsters. Poverty I can't stand. That's why Reno is